to fight against Israel and the US.
All right, Aarti, putting us through that very important scenario building in terms of where does this war, this conflict go from here, and some of those scenarios could actually mean a serious escalation from here on. Already, you're getting that sense from Iranian commentary, which has been very hawkish, given the presence that America has in that region. Any attack whatsoever on those assets would mean a major and serious escalation. I want to quickly now play out some of the important sound bites of analysts and experts that NDTV has been getting for you viewers as we continue our rolling coverage of the biggest escalation that one has seen in Middle East in decades. Let's play out some of those sound bites. We can come back and continue this.
These were the three sites, especially Fordow, but there are also Natanz and Isfahan, that Israel had already hit all three, but Israel doesn't have the capability to destroy them and basically take them off as a part of the conversation. We know that we just saw reports that 6 bunker busters, probably the massive ordnance penetrators you just talked about that can penetrate over 200 feet, and most likely more than one was done to ensure that these sites were destroyed, these nuclear enrichment sites were destroyed, and that President Trump is honest when he says now is the time for negotiations.
Iran is likely to do as a response, as a retaliation. And my chief concern is actually a cyber attack on the United States, likely starting with Israel, but also with the United States. For a long time, we have heard warnings about sleeper cells, Iranian agents, Hezbollah, other groups that may be here based in the United States. But right now, I have been reaching out to relatives and to friends and other connections and urging them to have cash on hand because there may be attempts to shut down the banking system or to reach out to other infrastructure here in the United States.
I mean, we obviously saw this coming. Israel had completely dominated Iran when it comes to their capacity to defend themselves, but they could not get to the depth in these facilities to really do damage to the nuclear program. That required a specific type of munition, a massive ordnance penetrator, specifically the GBU-57. And only the United States had that and the capacity to deliver it, which was done by the B-2 Spirit aircraft. But I'm sure the U.S. intelligence community is working hard to determine just how much damage they did. But I think the estimation would be they would set these programs back many years, 3 to 5 years. And that's what they're looking at now. Of course, now we're looking at what Iran's going to do in response.
This is definitely a step in the wrong direction, to put it lightly, for obvious reasons. Because we've seen the Islamic Republic make countless statements that if the United States enters this conflict, which is now a war, that they will escalate their attacks on U.S. bases throughout Europe and also throughout the Middle East, particularly sites that are located in the Middle East. If Iran does that, then we start seeing other countries enter this conflict, which then is going to escalate this into a regional war. And